His latest post of the fight is effing canceled. On top of that, him deleting his socials and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of stuff outside that makes me think, is he really focused on this fight? And even if he's focused, because Gervonta Tank Davis definitely is a professional, he definitely don't want to lose a fight.
With just 2 months left for the fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr., the Davis fight cancellation post has left fans confused and uncertain. Tank's potential retirement had already sparked speculation, and now this new twist adds to the chaos. With fight rumors swirling, it's unclear whether the March 1st showdown will happen. Amid the confusion, a former boxer has stepped in, offering Tank a potential challenger, fueling even more curiosity and anticipation for the fight. Confusion has clouded the highly anticipated fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. after a controversial Instagram post from Davis suggested the bout might be off. Boxing fans were left stunned as Davis posted, "The fight is f***ing cancel," only to delete it shortly after. The cryptic message ignited a whirlwind of speculation across social media, with followers and analysts alike trying to piece together the truth behind the post. This turmoil comes on the heels of Davis's earlier announcement about retiring next year, which had already sparked widespread concern among his fan base. During a recent press conference, Davis shared his plans to leave boxing after 3 more fights. Davis's bold statements about being tired of the sport and his desire to focus on his family have stirred mixed emotions.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight.
Are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed? What made this shit
Trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, West, though. I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Fans, already grappling with the idea of his departure, are now faced with the added tension of whether the Roach fight will even happen. This uncertainty threatens to overshadow what could have been a defining year in Davis's career. Davis's silence and the lack of official updates have only added to the mounting frustration, leaving fans in limbo, desperately hoping for clarity on whether this highly anticipated fight will take place. Shortly after Gervonta Davis dropped his shocking Instagram post, Roach posted a training video. The footage showed Roach shadowboxing in the gym after sparring with welterweight boxer Michael Fox. His focused demeanor and intense preparation implied that he had no idea what Davis was talking about. This move strongly hinted that Davis may have acted alone in announcing the cancellation without informing anyone involved, including the event organizers. After fans bombarded him with questions, Roach addressed the cancellation rumors directly. His sharp responded emphatically on Instagram, stating, "The f*** you keep asking me for? He said that shit, not me. I'm locked in and shit ain't changed. March 1st in Brooklyn." Roach's confident declaration reassured his followers that he was still preparing for the fight, treating the cancellation as nothing more than speculation. Interestingly, Davis himself appeared fully committed to the bout before the Instagram debacle. At the press conference, he exuded confidence, warning Roach of the challenges he would face in New York. His statements hinted at a meticulous game plan and readiness to neutralize Roach's strengths.
I mean, I know for sure he's definitely tough. He got sneaky power. He had sneaky power since we was kids, but come March the 1st, you know, we'll figure whatever he's best at and we'll take it away from him.
Similarly, Roach promised to deliver an upset, declaring his readiness to bring his best against Roach.
And come March 1st, we're ready to kick some ass.
Both fighters seemed equally focused on delivering a memorable performance, making the sudden cancellation rumors all the more puzzling and frustrating for fans eager to witness their clash. Lamont Roach Sr., the father and trainer of Lamont Roach, added another layer to the ongoing drama surrounding the potential cancellation of the fight. Speaking to Boxing Scene on Christmas Eve, Roach Sr. made it clear that, from their side, there had been no indication of the bout being called off. He stated, "We haven't heard anything. As far as I am concerned, the fight is still on. Nothing has changed on our end." Leonard Ellerbe, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions and a close associate of Davis, also shot down the cancellation rumors by posting a confident message on X, saying, "See you in NY." It remains unclear whether LRB is still directly working with Davis or if they are simply acquaintances at this point. Amid the confusion surrounding Gervonta Davis's canceled fight rumors, Oscar De La Hoya took to social media to offer a solution. With a tweet directed at Davis, De La Hoya showed his support by saying, "Give me a call if you need a fight. I have the perfect guy for you." On one hand, De La Hoya's statement could be seen as a genuine offer, reflecting his respect and admiration for Davis. De La Hoya has previously spoken highly of Davis, recognizing his fighting spirit as a key factor in his success. He has referred to Davis as a beast for his willingness to step into the ring and face tough challenges. The respect De La Hoya's support for Davis could be the basis for his recent outreach, showing support for the boxer's skills and fighting attitude.
Like I said, is very skillful. He's a beast. He knows how to figure you out. But one thing about Tank, which I love, and this is why he's going to be great, because he fights. And when you fight, you're going to get hit. And when you fight, you're going to get hit and you might get knocked out. But that's the beauty about Tank.
That's why
he
they love
fights, and that's why they love him. That's a perfect example.
Right.
Tank Davis is a star.
However, De La Hoya's offer could be more than just a friendly gesture. It might also be a strategic move to bring Davis into the fold of Golden Boy Promotions. This wouldn't be the first time the promoter has shown interest in the young champion. Back in June, De La Hoya tweeted, "Good luck to Gervonta. The door is always open at Golden Boy Boxing." This tweet, alongside his recent comment, suggests that De La Hoya is keeping the door open for a potential partnership with Davis, hoping to capitalize on the boxer's undeniable star power. Observers are left to speculate whether Gervonta Davis's post about the potential cancellation of his fight with Lamont Roach is a genuine sign of backstage issues or a deliberate move to stoke public interest. Some boxing experts and insiders believe the post could be a calculated strategy to generate buzz ahead of the clash. After all, controversy has long been a powerful tool in boxing promotions. The fight had already been rescheduled from its original December 14th date to March 1st. And with the added drama, it wouldn't be surprising if Davis continues with more cancellation posts to keep the fans on edge and increase excitement. On one side of the debate, some fans are expressing relief and joy over the potential cancellation of the Davis-Roach bout. Roach is seen as undersized for such a clash, and the odds heavily favor Davis with a 91% chance of winning, compared to just 9% for Roach. The criticism isn't just coming from fans. Even experts have criticized Davis for taking this fight, as it appears to be a lopsided contest with little room for an upset. One of Tank's biggest critics, Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, mocked the matchup when it was first mentioned. He expressed surprise at Davis choosing Roach as an opponent. He ridiculed the fight, stating that it seemed irrelevant and almost forgetting it was happening.
All right, because Gervonta has a fight against Lamont Roach on December 14th.
Against who?
Lamont Roach.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This was
When are they
WBA.
fighting? I haven't heard too much
champion.
about that fight. Have you heard a lot about that fight? I haven't heard
Not too much.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with Lamont Roach. Are you?
I almost forgot. Yeah, I almost forgot that they were even fighting.
Bill Haney also questioned whether Davis was truly fighting top-tier opponents, pointing to the fact that Davis had previously fought opponents like Frank Martin.
Well, yeah, because Tank, he beat Frank Martin in June, which made his record 30-0.
Who was he? Who did he beat again?
Frank Martin.
No, I think Tank is avoiding real boxers. Right? He's avoiding them for a reason.
Bill's comments were clear. He doesn't believe Roach poses a real challenge to Tank and suggests that Davis is avoiding tougher competition. He even stated that a potential fight between Davis and Shakur Stevenson would be more competitive, but doubted that it would happen.
Well, I mean, according to the internet, and there's some back and forth about this, I believe, on Twitter, Gervonta and Shakur Stevenson agreed to fight. Now, that's a name I know.
Right.
Do you expect that to happen?
No.
Why is that?
I mean, because I don't know. I don't think have they announced? Have you heard Tank say that he was going to fight?
It's not official yet.
No. Okay, so no.
Okay. What do you think would happen in that fight?
It'll be a good fight. I give it 50-50.
Really?
Yeah, it's 50-50 fight.
I think Tank would take that.
Oh yeah?
I think so.
No, I think Tank is avoiding real boxers.
Even Shakur Stevenson, a highly respected fighter in the division, weighed in on the matchup. While he expressed respect for Lamont Roach, Stevenson also stated that this wouldn't be an easy fight for Davis. He predicted that the fight could turn out to be far more challenging than most people expect, and that fans would be surprised by how well Roach could compete. This added perspective has fueled the notion that Tank might be wary of the fight's outcome.
Lamont Roach is as a fighter, and I think that he's gonna do good in the fight. Now, I think Lamont Roach is a great fighter. I think that I don't think it's gonna be like an easy night work for Tank. I think it's gonna be a hard fight, and a lot harder than what like people expect it to be. I think everybody is really gonna be surprised at how Lamont does.
Super lightweight boxer Richardson Hitchens echoed perspectives similar to Shakur Stevenson regarding the upcoming fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Hitchens highlighted the parallels between the two fighters, emphasizing that fans shouldn't underestimate Roach. He acknowledged that Roach's loss to Jamel Herring in 2019 has led some to dismiss his chances, but credited Roach for rebuilding his career with consistent performances since that setback.
I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach, he came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got like a lot of similarities. They both box each other numerous times, and I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamel Herring, but through the years he showed he got consistently better and better.
Hitchens anticipated a highly technical bout and praised Davis's defensive prowess, describing him as a defensive genius with an exceptional ability to protect himself. According to Hitchens, Roach's best chance lies in making an aggressive push early, as Davis's defensive mastery typically becomes more pronounced in the later rounds, giving him the upper hand.
He silenced out the critics. He went and grabbed him a world title, and I think that it's definitely a fight that, like a great fight for boxing. I think that boxing fans are trying to like basically shut Lamont out. I don't know, maybe because he's not a big name or he's a smaller guy, but I think it's definitely going to be a great technical fight. I think that Tank know that Lamont can fight, and Lamont know Tank can fight. So the boxing world, I'm looking forward to watching the fight. Yeah, I mean, I know Tank's technical skills. Tank is a tremendous fighter. Tank is really he's kind of like a defensive, you know, genius. Like he know how to protect himself, and he know ways to maneuver and to slow down the pace and different angles. I think that fight will probably favor Tank because Tank's speed. Tank have God-given speed and reflexes. So I think that fight would probably favor Tank, but then it will probably favor Lamont too, because you know he'll keep the fight in a slow pace where Tank, he ain't really creating too much openings for Tank to catch him with a big shot.
Defending Roach as a worthy opponent, Hitchens noted that the WBA super featherweight champion possesses skills that surpass many of Davis's past challengers. He urged fans not to underestimate Roach's capabilities, adding that this fight promises a display of technical brilliance, with both fighters bringing their strengths to the ring. Oscar De La Hoya, who is one of Davis's biggest supporters, also shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight with Lamont Roach. While praising Davis as an exceptional fighter, De La Hoya acknowledged that Roach might be stepping into a challenging fight. He noted that Roach is a skilled competitor, but facing a fighter of Davis's caliber presents a tough test. Even with Davis's formidable reputation, De La Hoya pointed out that Roach could still cause problems, as it's never wise to count out a determined competitor. The fact that even someone as experienced and knowledgeable as De La Hoya recognizes the possibility of an upset speaks volumes about Roach's potential to surprise both fans and experts alike. It's a reminder that in boxing, anything can happen, and no fight is a guaranteed outcome. The majority opinion still leans strongly toward Gervonta "Tank" Davis securing a one-sided victory against Lamont Roach, with little belief in the possibility of an upset. In a recent interview with Boxing Scene, rising lightweight star Muratalla reinforced Davis's reputation as the best in the division. If I have to rank the top lightweights in the world currently, I think Tank is first, then WBC champion Shakur Stevenson, then Lomachenko, and then IBF champion Denis Berinchyk, Muratalla stated. Discussing a potential unification bout between Davis and Vasily Lomachenko, Muratalla added, "Tank and Loma's fight will be a good one, and I think if Loma can box throughout the fight, he can do something. But all in all, I believe Tank will win. I think his power will be too much for Lomachenko in later rounds of the fight." This sentiment underscores the belief that Davis's exceptional punching power and ability to finish fights make him a dominant force. While Roach has his share of supporters, many experts see Davis as nearly untouchable, projecting his performance against Roach as another showcase of his undeniable talent. Some fans and analysts find themselves torn between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, unable to decisively back one over the other. Kenneth Sims Jr., a welterweight fighter who has faced both Davis and Roach, embodies this middle ground. His perspective reflects a nuanced view of their potential clash, offering insights without picking a definitive winner.
Like Tank, I'm cool with Tank too, so I ain't.
Well, okay,
But
maybe.
I ain't gonna pick a winner. I won't pick a winner,
Okay.
but I'll be rooting for Lamont.
Sims pointed out that both Davis and Roach excel as counterpunchers, which could lead to a tactical standoff unless one steps out of their comfort zone to force openings. He emphasized that Davis, known for starting fights slowly, will need to accelerate his pace early in the bout. But this could backfire if Roach capitalizes on his initial advantage. His balanced analysis contrasts with the widespread dismissal of Roach's chances, suggesting that this lightweight title clash might be more competitive than most predict.
Lamont's a counterpuncher. Tank kind of a counterpuncher too. So I think one of them gonna have to come out of their comfort zone to get the other one to open. Because they both like to counter. Like, Tank don't really throw a lot of punches until like later in the fight. Like everybody say Tank don't. Like he'll start slow, but as the fight goes, he gonna pick it up. Then he get busy. And Lamont's a counterpuncher.
The lack of clarity from Davis has left fans frustrated, as speculation about the status of the fight with Roach continues to grow. However, with Roach remaining focused on training and publicly confirming his readiness for the fight, the situation remains in limbo. Fans are eagerly awaiting an official statement from Davis or his team, hoping for some resolution to the ongoing uncertainty. Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya added fuel to the fire by jokingly offering an opponent for Tank. The clock is ticking, and with each passing day, the anticipation and questions only intensify, leaving the boxing community in suspense. What do you think is really behind the cancellation rumors? Is this a strategic move or genuine backstage turmoil? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more explosive boxing insights and updates.